This is a special friend of mine. We went to high school together. We grew up together. And he's an author, a motivational speaker. And I brought him in, and he offered his time to come in and speak to you guys. And there is something profound in what he's going to say. But I expect you guys to pay attention. His name is Harold Reed Jr. And he has HRJR Enterprises, along with his lovely wife, Taria. And she is a photographer and graphic designer, has her own business. And he's going to talk to you today about some choices and some things. I gave him a free rein to talk to you about what he thinks you guys could use. Your hand is up too early. You'll have an opportunity to ask questions.
No.
Let's try one more time.
Let's try one more time. It's early, I know, but y'all awake. Because I heard y'all when y'all was in there. So he gonna say my name again.
One more time.
And what I need from y'all is all that energy y'all had in there. I bring it right here. No, that's good.
Harold Reed!
All right. I got some rules, some of which Ron already talked about. I believe we could sing together, but we can't all talk together. So everybody's going to have an opportunity to speak. If you want to raise your hand and ask questions, that's fine. But as Ron said, we're all going to respect each other, right? You guys want me to treat you like young adults or like little kids? What do you want? Young adults? Now, if you want me to treat you like young adults, that means you have to act like what? All right, so normally it's kind of bad taste for a speaker to actually be up on the stage and sit down. But as you can see, I'm very tall, and this board is not. So I'm going to sit down for a few. Is that cool with you? Yeah. That's because y'all sitting down, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. My name is Harold Reed. As Ron said, we went to high school together a lot of years ago, before any of y'all was ever thought of. Been good friends for a long time. And I'm real glad that he's working here because it gives me an opportunity to share some of the things that I've learned with you. My job as a speaker is to really move people to do good things with their lives. And it's really a great thing. It's a great opportunity to speak to guys that are your age, because this is where success starts. It doesn't start when you turn 18 and you can go vote. It doesn't start when you're 21 and you can go drink. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, drinking ain't all it's cracked up to be. But I'm going to tell you what this presentation is not going to be. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and lecture you about don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. We all know this, right? Yeah. We all know this, right? Yes. We all know this, right? Yes. So I don't have to repeat that over and over again, right? I'm not going to say don't beat people up because beating people up is bad, because we all know this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Before I became a speaker, I was a police officer. I'm retired. And I only did it in 11 years. Most people do 20, 25, 30 plus years. I retired in 11 years. Reason why I retired is because I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to be my own boss. Something that Ron and I and my wife were talking about just a few minutes before you walked in the room. And it's one of the first things I want you guys to start planting in your heads right now. Okay? If you can find something that you want to do, something that you're passionate about, excuse me, something that gets you excited every day. If you can find something to do in that category and it pays you, you'll never really work a day in your life. You'll never really work a day in your life. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Now, there's a couple things we're going to talk about today. Because Ron gave me all these colors and they done fell out the box and everything. That's all right. It's all your fault. All right. I want to talk about making good decisions. Okay? Making good decisions. How old are you guys, roughly? 11, 14, 12, somewhere everything between, right? Man, you ain't nobody 15. You 15 years old?
He's the oldest one.
You the oldest one in here? You want a slow button? No, just joking. No. I remember from when I was a youth. Ron can remember from when he was a youth. My man Hector, my wife. Something that we learned, but we didn't learn it till we became grown-ups. And I want to give you guys an edge. I want to give you an upper hand. Okay? When we were kids, we didn't really think about the consequences of our actions. Does anybody know what the word consequences mean? It means, what did it say? Say it again. There you go. Repercussions. Repercussion, tomato. You know what he meant. Some of you pop off to that teacher in school, and then, you might have to stay after class. Yeah. Okay? Repercussions, the consequences. Sometimes we don't think about the consequences of our actions. All right? And again, I'm not talking about the drugs and the violence, because you guys get enough of that when you go to school. I'm sure your counselors here talk about that enough. I just want to talk about gearing yourselves for success in your lives. Okay? Planning for the things that you want to do. Everybody repeat after me. I can have. I can't hear you. I can have. I can do. I can be. Anything I want to be. Provided. I can't hear you. Provided. I'm willing. To do the work necessary. That's the secret of life right there. You can have, do, and become anything you want in life, provided you're willing to do the work necessary. You too, each and every one of you, can find something in this world that you're passionate about, that you love to do. And if you do it good enough, if you do it well enough, you can be whatever it is you want to be. Look here. One of the things I want to talk to you about is making quality decisions in your lives. Quality decisions. Thinking smart. Thinking ahead. I'm going to teach you something now, and I never want you to forget it. Never want you to forget it. Everybody repeat after me. Proper. Pre. Planning. Prevents. Piss poor. Performance. Proper pre-planning prevents piss poor performance. What that means is this. If you could think ahead, you can avoid a lot of nonsense in your lives. We were talking about consequences. Teacher's going to get on your nerves, and you might think you're right, but guess what? The teacher's an adult, you're still a kid. So who's going to get in trouble? Even if the teacher really is wrong, who's going to get in trouble if the kid talks back? I can't hear you. So you have to know what it is that you want to do in life. You have to know what it is you want to be in life. Because if you don't know, how are you going to do it? If you don't know, how are you going to be it? What do you want to be when you grow up? You. I can't hear you. How are you going to be a singer and I can't hear you? See? Think about that. If you want to be a singer, you want to be able to say, I want to be a singer.
I want to be a singer.
What can you sing?
Livestock.
Such as? God. Do you really want to be a singer? Okay. Look at it like this. If Russell Simmons was to walk in that room, or Diddy, L.A. Reid, hell, Mariah Carey, walk into this room, Beyonce, Janet Jackson, somebody, So you know what? I want to give somebody a shot. Who in this room wants to be a singer? Who's going to be the first person to raise their hand? You, right? And they say, sing me a song right now. Contract, back pocket. Sing me a song right now. Can you do this? Huh? See? So whatever it is you want to be, start working for it now. Start working for it now. Because if you start working for it now, when your then becomes now, when your future becomes your present, you prepared for it, you worked for it, you applied yourself to it, and you made it happen.